This is TC Casey, and I'm Social Studies with Savannah, and I'm Savannah. And today we're going to be learning about Ancient Greece Part 3. If you haven't seen Ancient Greece Part 1 and Part 2, you might want to go check those out at our channel. And today I'm going to show you the alphabet in Greece, in Greek. I keep saying Greece, but that's Greek. And I'm going to tell them to you. So it's alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambdas, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, let's see, phi, chi, psi, omega. And that's the whole Greek alphabet. And I'm pretty sure I'm not missing any. It's hard to pronounce. But the word alphabet comes from the first two letters of the Greek alphabet. So it's alpha and beta. I was about to say bet, but it's beta. And that's where our alphabet comes from. And let's see, I have something in here about the Greek alphabet. Our word cereal comes from the goddess of grain, Ceres. Our word helium comes from the god of sun, Helios. Our word iridescent, meaning a rainbow-like display of colors, comes from the goddess of the rainbow, Iris. So yeah, that's some words that come from the Greek alphabet. A lot of American words, this is only a few, come from the Greek alphabet. Greece has influenced us a lot. So yeah. And now I'm going to talk about the Olympics. The first Olympics was in 776 BC in Olympia. There was only a foot race. It was in honor of Zeus, so it was like to worship their god Zeus. Slowly, other events were added. It was the most popular game in Greece. It was during the hottest months of the year. Only boys could compete. There was a girl named Calipetria, who was a woman who dressed like a man to watch her son compete. Her clothes got loose to revealed her, because she dressed up like a boy, so clothes got loose and revealed her. But she was not punished because her family, her husband and her son, were so famous. There was a truce during the Olympics, so all the war stopped. Our men were not allowed to enter the Olympic grounds, and there was no death penalty during the months of the Olympics, which I think it was like maybe 3 months or 5. It was a few months. Athletes could travel in any state they wanted to. Could travel through any state they wanted to, if they were traveling to get to Olympia. And athletes trained for 9 months. And I got something in here too. This is all the events. So there's running. During the races, all runners started at once. If someone started early, he was asked to leave. There was a sprint across one length of the stadium, a delios, 2 stadium lengths, a delachos, which is 12 lengths of the stadium. The most difficult race was wearing full armor, carrying a heavy shield. It was awkward and funny for spectators. Now, I'm not going to get into a bunch of these. I'm just going to tell you the ones that I like the best. But if you want to, you can look up the events of the Olympics, and it will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 events. Hey, 9 months, 9 events. Isn't that funny? The long jump. Soldiers used to long jump during military training, In the Olympics, they used a sand track. Jumpers held heavy weights and swung them both back and forth to jump the farthest. So it's like a long piece of sand, and they would swing the heavy weights back and forth, and whoever jumped the farthest won. And the next few are all like wrestling and stuff, which I really don't like. But this is my favorite, horse racing. The horse racing took place at the Hippodrome. Some races were on horseback, and some were chariots pulled by 2 or 4 horses or mules. Not many chariot drivers finished the race. This was the only Olympic sport where women could win, because when a horse won a race, the owner of the horse was the winner. So if the girls like gave their horse to like their husband, like they would win if their husband won. So I guess that's sort of cool because they got to win. Now we're going to talk about if you look up all the events, quote down at the bottom your favorite event. If it is wrestling, pentathlon, boxing, or no, not pentathlon. If it's wrestling, boxing, or Pinkerton, please don't quote anything about it because they're like brutal. So now let's talk about the Bible. God is called the Alpha and Omega in Acts 17 and 27, and Titus and Paul journey and write letters to Greek in the Bible. And look again at the Greek alphabet. Read Revelation 22:13. God says He is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. The people of that time understood that Alpha and Omega were the first and the last letters of the Greek alphabet. The New Testament was written in Greek, so if you decide to learn Greek, you can understand the Bible much better if you get the Greek Bible, and you can understand it better if you learn Greek. So that's cool. In Acts 17, beginning at verse 15, we read that Paul waited in Athens for Timothy and Silas to meet him there. In Acts 20, you can read about Paul's journey to Macedonia, a region in Greece. In Acts 27, as Paul was trying to reach Rome, a storm blew the ship towards the island of Crete, an island belonging to Greece. Read Titus 1. Paul left Titus on Crete so that he could set up a church there. So that's cool. He went to Greece a lot. Paul's one of my favorite characters in the Bible because he was a missionary, and I really want to be a missionary. And he went to Greece, and I really like Greece because I've learned about it. The only thing I don't like is that girls were mistreated. Like, they weren't allowed to, like, go to school and stuff, so I love school. So. And anyways, and they set up a church there. That's because, like, there's so many gods that they had. Like, in one of my videos, I think it was the second one, or I only named a few of them. There's like God for the ground, God for the caves, God for the birds, God for the fruit, God for everything. So yeah, that's sad. And so now we're gonna look at construction. I think what's it called? As soon as I get there. Architect. The Parthenon. The Parthenon was a temple was a temple that was of the goddess Athena, which is in Athens. Athens is named after the god Athena. It is an Acropolis in Athens, one of the greatest buildings ever built. So if you look at Parthenon, I'll show you a picture at the end. It has these big columns. Greeks really like columns. And if you look at some really important buildings in America and other places, they have lots of columns and they're shaped like that. So inside the Parthenon was a 40-foot tall statue of Athena made of gold and ivory. Athena is holding a small statue of Nike, the goddess of victory. The Parthenon is built with marble and was 60 feet tall. There were 46 columns around the building. It is now in ruins, but people still go to see the Parthenon. The Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. was built to look similar to the Parthenon. So see what I meant? Big important buildings were built after the Parthenon. I'm now going to talk about amphitheaters. And the amphitheater is an outdoor theater that was built in a half circle. It could seat about 40,000 people. Plays were performed there by men and a group of people called a chorus that sang about what was happening. So it was like there was a line here, and then there was a circle, and then it went up and up and up. I didn't mention it was like down in the ground, sort of. I'm gonna the different types of columns. There are three styles of columns that were often used in Greek buildings. There was a Doric, which had sturdy, plain tops, no base, used in the mainland of Greece, southern Italy, and Sicily, and then there's Ionic. They're thinner and more elegant. The top is scroll-like and has a large base, used in eastern Greece and on the islands. Corinthian, the top was elaborately decorated with acanthus leaves and was most ornate. And, okay, that's it. I'm going to show you one picture, this is the Parthenon. This is the Parthenon. This is the inside of the Parthenon. This is Athens, which is where the Parthenon is. This is an amphitheater. And this is the Temple of Zeus, which I talked about the Olympics was in honor of Zeus. That's all we have. So, bye and never stop learning.